Jūsų laikas 450. Režisierė, aktorė Brigitte Christensen.
My name is Brigitte Christensen. I'm an actress of theatre and film and a theatre director. And I've been working all over Europe and doing a lot of film, a lot of theatre, and been living many, many years in Rome in Italy, but I'm originally from Denmark. This is my first longest stay in Lithuania. I have been here for the forum of Kauno's 2022 in May, and we agreed on that I should come back and give some of my knowledge to the professional people of theatre and in Kaunas. And that's what I have been doing for almost a month now. Well, I don't know Lithuania, but I know Kaunas a little bit now. And I think a part that everybody can see that it's an extremely beautiful town. Kaunas has something mystic, something magic, which you can feel just under. It's something very, it goes right to your soul. A little bit like the people, because I think that the people from Kaunas, your first impression is a little bit closed. They're a little bit living in their own world, a little reserved, and just behind you have these people somehow in a very positive way, a little bit innocent. They have maintained something of a big humanity, and I love that a lot. I have met so many beautiful people here, I must say. As I said, I'm living from being a professional performer. I did a lot of film, and I'm actually going back now and doing another film. But I also am directing big theatre plays in the big theatres, but also in non-traditional places. And I have developed through the last 30 years a very special way of involving normal citizens, people who were never on stage before, in the magic of creating a theatre play. And that is something very, very fantastic. It's something that changes the people forever. Questions is saying, what is theatre for communities? Well, a community is a place where people live together. It can be the center of a town, it can be a quarter of Paris, it can be outside a town, it can be a small village. It's a place where people are somehow connected by their daily life. But seldomly we meet each other for real. We meet each other through the medias, we meet each other. We live more and more in our loneliness, in our small entities. And the theatre, when you invite people, like people from the street, all ages, all social backgrounds, all colors, to live and to produce a very professional theatre play, because that's what it's about. We are a team of people working together, of highly professional people. Also my co-director and co-creator of these performances, Nicola Diklic, who is a composer and musician, has been here for a time. And we are working very straightly because it's an extremely hard work. It's about taking the best out of the people who are, of course, afraid of being for the first time on stage. Normally, it's a process that changes the life of people. They get the courage to, maybe not to make theatre, because that's not the goal of it. It's not the goal to make professional theatre people out of this. The goal is to make people learn to find the best in themselves in a community which is a group making the theatre together. And that's what we have been developed through all these years. We have made marvelous performances in all over Europe doing this kind of things. And he has written, what is the biggest challenge by working in community plays? The biggest challenge is that you have to be a completely open person. There is no place, no way you can cheat. You have to be so honest, because these people have to give their soul, their feelings, anything they have on stage. And if you are not completely there with your body and with your soul and with your thoughts, you will never succeed. And that's also what I'm teaching, because actually I'm in Kaunas to teach, as I said, professional theater people in trying to work in this way. And the reason why we, Nicola Diklic and me, most of all came here to Kaunas was because we were invited to make a very big, one of the highlights of the 2017, to be the artistic directors of the 2017 big project called Utopia in Aarhus. It was taking place, a big community, let's call it like that, a suburb, inhabited by people coming from other countries, and a big part, 90% of the population there are Muslims, trying to integrate in the Danish culture, which is not always easy, also because a lot of Danes has a lot of prejudice towards the foreigners coming. So it's even called the largest ghetto of the northern countries in Europe. And we worked there for 3 years, and it was an incredible success because we succeeded in having people coming to the theater from the local people and from outside. We produced several of these community plays with the people from the place, and it was a huge success because the people felt both that they were participating, it was their thing, but also the great respect of the professionals, because they felt on their own shoulders how big a challenge it is, how much work there is behind each profession, like yours, like mine, like a carpenter, everyone. I think the question means if it's time enough, and it's not, of course, because you can't. This is all about human lives, and you can't speak about human lives in 450 seconds. But maybe you sometimes, time in theater is not real. So sometimes you can give like a flash of something. You can make an interest, and that's what you can do in, maybe if you're lucky, if you're good enough, in 450 seconds.